Alright, what's going on, guys? So we're back for the first impressions video, and in this video we're going to be talking about the newest release from Jean-Paul Gaultier, and this is none other than Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir Absolu. So the newest release from JPG. JPG is one of my favorite designer brands out on the market. Every fragrance I have from JPG I've loved, and it's been a 10 out of 10. So we're going to see if this newest release is going to be another dub from the collection. I already went through the unwrapping, so when we unbox it and when we unravel it, we're going to get straight into the scent. Again, the main thing with this fragrance though is that it is a little bit of a different characteristic as far as note breakdowns concerns from what I've looked at and from somewhat of what the fragrance community has talked about. So this is really going to be an interesting kind of first impressions reaction today. We're going to see how they've changed it, what have they done, have they made it richer, fresher, have they kind of done something completely different. So I'm really excited for this, but nonetheless, let's get right into it. So we're going to get right into the unboxing. We'll take our first look at it. First thing you got to look at is just the bottle design. So they kept the same JPG, that little body type that they know with the JPG line. They want that same body outline. They again, instead of the kind of the ambery outline like you would get with the original Elixir, they went with the all gold, which I'm really liking. It's really luxurious just from that is concerned. Other than that, they've kept the same body. They kept the same, I like this magnetic, this sort of retractable cap. Now all that's left is we're going to get our first reaction. So we're going to go right off the air and we're going to get right into the fragrance. We're going to see just how this one is bolted. So let's get it. Got 5 right off the air. Ooh, one thing, really loud opening. A little bit fresher opening this time. So JPG is usually known for that mint and sort of vanillic opening, but this one is really different. I'm getting some cardamom, getting a little bit of that, getting some fresh bergamot. This one's a little bit more citrusy and something that smells like habas. It's like that plum. It's like that smoother plum note, but instead of plum and kind of something a little bit more ambery like fresh sour gel, they went with something a little bit more sweet. I'm getting plum. I'm getting bergamot off the opening. I'm getting something sweet like cinnamon, almost like a spice bomb. But nonetheless, this is really good. I really like that. And then you can still smell that JPG DNA in here. This one's smelling really rich off the first spray. So really, I'm already liking this. This is definitely another dub for me. They made JPG a little bit, instead of so much sweet as sort of the opening, they made this a little bit more of a fresher. I'm imagining this one's going to be more leaning towards fall, just off my nose, off the first reaction, or even spring, probably spring nighttime rather than spring daytime. But I think this one is kind of going to be more of an all-purpose, all-occasion type fragrance rather than something that is only going to be known for those clubbing settings. But so far, we're 1 for 1 right off the opening. Great initial smell and initial reaction. So again, it's looking like this is going to be another dub from the line. Got the test and strip ready. We got the fragrance. So now we're going to test the mid just off of letting it sit in the air for a few minutes though. Definitely this one is smelling a little bit more fresh floral, fresh citrusy rather than sort of vanillic, you know, sort of gourmand, overly playful. This one's giving a little bit more rich, classy, more luxurious, and something that is really going to be a nice daily driver fragrance. But nonetheless, let's see how this one goes off the mid. 2, 3, nice spray, nice atomizer to it, keeping that same quality. All right, we're gonna let this dry down. It's still keeping that Le Male Elixir DNA though. It's keeping that, but making it to me a little bit fresher nonetheless, and a little bit less vanillic. I know with the original Elixir, when we talk about it, it had that caramel note in there. You're not getting that with this one. So if you think that the original Elixir is a little too sweet, I do think you're going to like this one. If you like more of a fresher fragrance, or a fresher appeal, if you think JPG needed a fresh fragrance, I think this one is going to be a great pick for you. All right, now let's see how this one goes off the mid. Again, another, now as you get to the mid, you're getting that floral, fresh lavender mixed with some green notes, kind of like the Artemisia, and a note that is becoming more prevalent in a lot of these fresher, more elixir fragrances. Some smelling like almost like a green, like Davina. Davina is a note I'm getting here as well. But again, you're still getting that nice bergamot, so you're getting a nice citrusy opening. You can get floral mid, a little bit of cinnamony sweetness too, but not overly done. And I'm getting a little bit of vanilla too, but again, a nicely kind of mashed vanilla where it's not overly bubblegummy sweet. Definitely, I think that's what JBD tried to do with this fragrance, was to say, hey, we want to make a fresh take on the line. And this one's really good. And I think another fresh fragrance from the line is like a Le Beau or Le Beau Le Parfum. I think with that one, with the coconut for some people has been hit and miss. So I think if you want something that's a little bit more mass pleasing, I think you would like this fragrance. But nonetheless, 2 for 2. Again, another great fragrance. Definitely one I'm gonna have to be putting out in the rotation. But again, I'm really happy with this one nonetheless. So all we have left is just we're gonna test it off the skin, and then we'll get through our final reactions. We'll be able to kind of put a name, a face, an age group, and a figure, and a date and a time for this, and then that'll be another dub from this line. So let's get it. All right, here we go. We're going off the skin this time. 2, 3 sprays off the skin. Let this one dry down some. See, when I do these first impressions videos, I'm always trying to think, okay, does it smell like something that has already been released? How similar is it to previous flankers from the line? And then are there any other fragrances that it can kind of give me a relevance of, as far as ballpark, for me to tell you guys, like, hey, if you like fragrances like A, B, or C, then you're gonna like this? Or is it something that is unique that I haven't smelled before? A lot of the designer brands out there on the market really are dropping a lot of these new Elixirs, these Les Parfums, and Extrait des Parfums, even some of these niche fragrances. So I really enjoy these. I love the richness, the luxurious nature to a lot of these. But nonetheless, let's test this off the skin. Man, this is great. This is great. So you're getting a nice sweet tonka bean and benzoin in the base. So again, a really nice sweet but not overly sweet base, but that's a really nice, well blended fragrance. Again, nice citrusy, vibrant opening. You're getting a floral, sort of warm base, and you're getting a nice, sweet but seductive, base as far as your fragrance is concerned. Main notes: plum, bergamot, vanilla. You're getting lavender, davina, tonka bean, benzoin. Some of the main notes in this fragrance. So again, really nice scent profile, nice scent DNA, great projection. I mean, it filled up the room almost instantly when I sprayed it the first time. And this one, I can already tell, gonna have really good longevity, sits well to the skin. So as far as note breakdown, as far as the opening and fresh reaction, is definitely another dub. Now, when we talk about day, season, and time for this fragrance, this one is giving nighttime, giving day-night vibes. This one is not one I would wear to the club so much. You could, right? But I think this one doesn't overly project. It's not really sort of the king of clubbing fragrances like some of the other fragrances that exist out on the market. I think this one you'd wear for a nice date night, nice, luxurious, well-dressed, classy, sexy date night sort of fragrance for you. I think this one would go well for the winter. I think this will go well in the fall, especially even a cooler spring night out. Definitely, I think this one is kind of the scent for those times of the year. And I think it's going to be more suited for a guy in his 20s, a more mature gentleman who likes a nice seductive date night fragrance. But nonetheless, guys, that'll do it. Projection's good, scent quality's good, scent DNA, scent profile, projection, longevity, day and time, kind of all done and accounted for. So that'll do it for today. First impressions, JPG, Le Male, Elixir, Absolu, done and accounted for. Guys, we got more fragrances on the way. I mean, just got through another recent haul. We're moving, but now we're back, and we're back in action, so we're ready. So stay tuned, stay tapped in. If you just found my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure to hit the follow and subscribe button to get notified anytime I drop any new fragrances. Comment any fragrances you want me to talk about that I haven't talked about, any lists you want me to do, and I'll get them done for you. As always, guys, have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Much love.